Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're looking at what is honestly one of the most fascinating organizational challenges out there right now. Just imagine the U.S. Department of Defense. We're talking about a sprawling, incredibly complex enterprise, millions of personnel, absolutely massive logistical networks, and literally the highest operational stakes possible. Now, imagine trying to take the absolute cutting edge of artificial intelligence and integrate it into that colossal structure, right? It's not just a simple software upgrade where you quick update and restart. We're looking at a massive, incredibly complex modernization mission. So today, we're going inside the DoD's AI mission to see exactly how they're pulling this off. And we'll look at the specific task force that's actually leading the charge.
So the core question here really becomes, how do you actually bring AI to the military? Because remember, we are not talking about some nimble little tech startup in Silicon Valley. We are talking about forcing modernization across one of the largest, most entrenched organizations in the world. How on earth do you take this massive entity, one that's known for its really extensive protocols, intense security requirements, and deep, deep traditions, and get it to rapidly adopt frontier AI? It's wild to think about, because this isn't just about writing a check and buying technology. It is about fundamentally changing how the entire defense enterprise operates on a day-to-day basis. Consider this our mission briefing, as we unpack exactly how they're actively solving this monumental puzzle.
Okay, let's dive into this. To solve that massive integration challenge, the DoD went ahead and established the GenAI.mil Task Force, or the JNTF for short. They operate under the umbrella of the Chief Digital and Artificial Intelligence Office. That's the CDAO. You can really think of the JNTF as this agile little engine built specifically for this huge technological leap. Their primary mission, literally their entire reason for existing, is to accelerate the widespread institutional adoption and operational integration of generative AI across the whole defense enterprise. They are the catalyst making this massive shift a reality. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it highlights the break from tradition. Because traditionally, adopting new tech in huge organizations means dealing with purely theoretical guidance, tons of heavy bureaucratic friction, and just getting locked into these isolated legacy silos. But the GenTF, they completely shatter those chains. Their focus is relentlessly on accelerated, rocket-fast deployment and actual hands-on use. They exist to just eliminate that bureaucratic friction. So they aren't just sitting around in some office writing white papers about how AI might be used someday. No, they are rapidly moving commercial and frontier generative AI capabilities directly into the hands of the military and civilian personnel who need them right now. So what does this hands-on approach actually look like on the ground? Well, this is absolutely not a desk-bound team. When the 82nd Airborne Division runs into mission-specific bottlenecks, or say the 18th Airborne Corps needs to entirely reshape their operational workflows, the GenTF takes direct action. They literally embed technical experts directly into these operational units, and that includes places like the U.S. Pacific Fleet Staff. It is very much a special ops mentality. It's like an agile tech team parachuting in, sitting shoulder to shoulder with the units and solving real-world friction points in real time, rather than just firing off policy updates from hundreds of miles away. Let's move to and see how this builds into their actual toolkit. The GenAI.mil platform gives authorized users some seriously powerful capabilities. First off, conversational interfaces. This allows personnel to interact with insanely complex data totally naturally. Then there's secure file ingestion. We're talking PDFs, Word docs, text files. Just imagine the sheer volume of manuals and reports the military uses every single day. Now they can query all of that securely using Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG. And this is absolutely crucial, because RAG ensures the AI is actually grounding its answers in real classified facts rather than just hallucinating or making things up. They even have the ability to create custom tools using Google Public Sector's Agent Designer. That means end users can actually build their very own unclassified digital assistants, completely tailored to their specific daily tasks and challenges. It's a total game changer. So, the crucial point is the ultimate enterprise-wide vision for all this technology. The goal here isn't just to scatter a few cool tools randomly around the military and hope for the best. The GenTF is actively breaking down the walls of fragmented legacy tools across major branches, like the Air Force, the Space Force, and the Marine Corps. By establishing GenAI.mil as the default centralized platform, they are replacing outdated, isolated systems with one unified, secure capability. It is really all about creating a baseline of technological superiority and efficiency across the entire defense enterprise. Of course, driving an organizational and technological change of this incredible magnitude, that requires some seriously dynamic, focused leadership. At the helm of the GTF are Army Captain Ryan Hetrick and Air Force Captain Anthony McHugh. And honestly, having active duty military personnel leading this effort is absolutely vital.
They deeply, fundamentally understand the tactical realities and the operational demands of being out in the field. They aren't just sitting back managing software deployments. They're actively overseeing the vital training and the tactical deployment frameworks across military commands. They're making sure this technology is integrated safely, effectively, and strategically. So we've explored the strategy, we've looked at the specialized embedding of tech experts, and we've seen the powerful new tools replacing those old fragmented systems, which really leaves us with this final kind of mind-blowing thought to ponder. When those legacy silos finally fall, what is a fully AI integrated defense enterprise actually going to look like? Because as the GenTiv continues to shatter that bureaucratic friction and put custom digital assistance directly into the hands of service members, the entire operational landscape of the military is going to shift in completely unprecedented ways. It's a massive technological revolution, and it's happening right before our eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and as always, keep learning.